to get to say these words to you. Dublin, welcome to the ERAS tour! You know, I've been lucky enough over the years to get to spend some time in Dublin, both playing shows, both recreationally, just, you know, I've gotten to hang out here, so I know that there are so many things you could be doing with your Saturday night in the summer, on a beautiful evening. This is valuable time in real estate that you have decided to spend your Saturday night in the summer on a beautiful evening in Dublin with us here at the ERAS tour. You know, we've already kind of gotten off to an incredible start, right? Because earlier on, you guys got to see one of the best bands that there is. These people that I'm lucky to tour with, my friends. I am, of course, referring to the Nashville-based, the extraordinary Evermore. So here's the thing. You and I, you being the group of people I have already established in the first couple of songs, is what we call a fun and rowdy bunch, aren't you? Yeah? Right, because you guys are on a different vibe. You're not just singing the words to songs. You're screaming the words to every single song. That's a preparation. You have to be prepared to party on that level. I'm also seeing incredible looks tonight. Things that took a lot of planning. I give you credit for that. And then you got here and you decided, okay, all the planning's gone, all the thinking is gone, we're living in the moment tonight. I can tell that's what kind of crowd you are. I am so lucky to get to play for a crowd like this tonight. Let me just tell you, I can't wait. You and I are about to go on a little adventure. That adventure is going to span 18 years of music, and we're going to be doing that one era at a time. How does that sound to you, Dublin? So here's the thing. You're about to hear a lot of songs, like a lot. And these are either songs I've written about my life, my feelings, or something I made up in my imagination. And maybe that's what you think about when you hear these songs out in the world. But all of that is about to change tonight, because after tonight, when you hear these songs out in the world, you're gonna think about us and the memories we made here tonight on the ERAS tour on a Saturday night in Dublin. I'll be your host this evening. My name is Taylor. And so we have brought the folklore cabin to Dublin. Let's be honest though, like just the folklore cabin and folklore in general just like belongs in Ireland. It just does. You know, I just think that all the themes in folklore, how I imagined the album world looking, Ireland, storytelling with lots of different characters, and I mean, you guys have that on lock too. That's very Irish, the storytelling. And I just kind of think that when I was making this album, it was 2 days into the pandemic that I started writing folklore, and I was just kind of, you know, I wasn't in Ireland. So I had to create an album where the imaginary world that I pretended to go to every single day when I was writing it, gotta be honest, kind of seemed like Ireland. So we're back where we belong. Conceptually, folklore, we can all agree, just belongs with you guys. And so I'm very happy we started this era. This was a different album for me. From a narrative standpoint, I've always been very like, Dear Diary, today I felt a feeling for 3.5 seconds. Here is a song about it. And I stand by that, and I love doing that. But with folklore, I just thought, you know what, maybe I'll create some characters and have them fall in love and get their hearts broken, and then we see what happens. And I can be the narrator this time. Let's see how this goes. And so the result was folklore, and there are a lot of characters on this album, and one of my favorites is a girl named Betty. So, Folklore actually has a sister album, and that is an album I'm also very proud of called Evermore. And I call them sister albums because I kind of kept up the same storytelling, narrator aspect. Also, I didn't stop or pause between writing these albums. I just kept on going, and they ended up coming out like months apart. It was a very quick thing, and it's interesting to think back on that time because when I would finish writing a song that I really loved, I kind of have this weird feeling of melancholy come over me because I didn't know at that time, and nobody knew, what the future was for live music. Nights like this, where we all get together and experience the same moment. Which is just, you know, when it's right, like tonight, it's just the most magical feeling in the world, don't you think? So, yeah, like when I was writing this music, I didn't know if I'd ever get to play these songs in a beautiful sold-out stadium in Dublin. So I'm very appreciative in this moment that I get to sing Champagne Province with you right now. Welcome to the acoustic section. So the acoustic section, I absolutely wait for this all night because it is the part of the show that like keeps me on my toes. Because I do something on guitar, then I do something on piano. Everything is always completely different. Like I'm always trying to think of something new to do, and so I decided I'm gonna do a song I've never performed live before tonight. Huh?